man, that hits the spot. That just reminds, oh. What's up everyone, how's it going? It's your everyday foodie, Saravana, back with another mukbang. And today is one of my most highly requested videos, and I've been holding off for quite some time, I know. And also, one of the videos that you guys voted for on Instagram that I posted a poll for. So, here it is, Indian food. And it might look something familiar, or it might not look familiar to you. A couple reasons maybe, because one, you haven't eaten or tried Indian food before, and two, because this is actually South Indian cuisine, something that is closer to home for me. I've already done North Indian food. I really want to try out South Indian food for you guys, and so we'll just go through, and with that, we'll get started. So up front right here, we have a samosa. We have two samosas right here. I'm sure you're familiar with that. If not, we'll dig into that in a little bit. Right here, we have some tomato chutney. Over here we have coconut chutney. Back here we have a thing called dosa, which is, they describe it as like a very similar to like a savory crepe. I don't like the description of that, but I really don't know how else to describe it as. And then on this side we have sambar, and then right in the middle is idli. We'll get into what it is. And then right here is Gobi Manchurian, which is cauliflower. And then some of my favorite drinks that I love about India. So here I got Thums Up because it's a classic. It's not my favorite, but it's like a classic Indian drink over there in India. And we have, wait, did I say Thums Up? Okay, I thought it maybe said Coke, I don't know, but Thums Up, yes. And then back here is something new from Maaza, which is lychee, which I really wanted to try. But the classic is mango Maaza. This is the one that I'm looking forward to. I love this so much. All right, and with that, let's dig right in. Oh wait, I didn't even tell you what this is. This is mushroom biryani. My mom made this. I didn't get it from the restaurant. I just decided that, you know what, the dish is not complete without some rice. So now let's dig right in. Let me move this stuff down before I knock it over and we have a big mess. Let's crack open the Thums Up. I haven't had this in years. I think the last time I probably had it was in India itself. It's similar to Coke, so I don't know if I said Coke in the beginning, but it's similar to Coke. Ooh, fizzy, fizzy, fizzy. Okay, all right. There it is, Thums Up. Cheers, guys. Yeah, that's a familiar taste there. I've never been a fan of it. Then again, I've never been a fan with Coke or Pepsi or any of those. So, okay, I'm just too excited to try this out. Okay, so back here is what they call dosa. I got the chili paneer version, which is a spicy cheese-filled dosa. That was good. That was good. Now I remember how everyone's always asking me, what are your favorite dishes from Indian dishes? And I always respond to you guys saying, you know, I can never tell you what my favorite Indian dish is because it splits up into region, north and south for me. And I try to get some of these South Indian dishes that are my favorites. Unfortunately, this is really good. I love the coconutiness. Unfortunately, my favorite dish is only served at this place for dine-in. And what that is called ghee roast. Ghee also means like butter. It's a butter roast. And what that is like this massive, I mean, like, they said 70 centimeters, which is equivalent to about a little over 2 feet long. That's how massive this dosa is. And that's my favorite. Whenever I go to Indian restaurants or South Indian restaurants exclusively, or go to India, I have to have it. It's like a paper thin dosa, super crispy. It comes with, tomato chutney, sambar, coconut chutney, the classic. Those are like the classic stuff that it comes with. And that's my favorite. I talked to the guy. I don't know if he's the owner or the person that just picked the phone, but I talked to him. I was like, hey, like, is there any possible way that I can get this ghee roast? And he's like, no, like, if we do that, it's going to be cut up into very small pieces. It's not going to look presentable anymore. So I was like, I get it. I'm just sad that I wasn't able to have it for you guys here. Here's that Gobi Manchurian. That is so good. And I know it looks like super red, and you might think it's spicy. It's not. Or at least for me, it's not. But I'm pretty sure it won't be that spicy. You can take my word on that. This is just pretty much like ground up rice made into like a dough and then steamed and cooked into these little round circles. Not so round anymore, but it was round circle. Crack open this. Oh man, that hits the spot. That just reminds, if you haven't had this, highly recommend trying this. And it's exclusively this brand right here. I don't know if it's just me that it's very nostalgic to me, that it just tastes amazing, but it's good. It is good. Sambar is very good too. I think one of you, I'm trying to remember, I forget who had asked me, but there's been a few of you that have actually asked me saying that you really want to try out Indian food. However, one, you can't handle spice. And let me tell you that Indian food, not all Indian food is all spicy. Two, you don't like the curry dishes, or you don't like curry in general. And from what you've seen on YouTube or other channels and stuff like that, there's probably a lot of curry dishes, right? But these are like but aside from curry dishes, South Indian food is in perfect balance of, everything, whether it's curry, non-curry, rice. I mean, a big part of the South Indian cuisine is rice-based stuff. Like, we got rice right here. This is like rice flour based. Right here, rice flour based as well. So there's a lot of options for you. Just like hit me up. I can give you some of these options too. like the Gobi Manchurian. That is something, whether you like curry or not, like this is something you need to get on the side. Definitely have to try it out. It's perfect. So good. Normally if you ask them like, hey, can you not make it spicy? They're pretty good at accommodating, making sure it's not too spicy. Okay. What should we get? Oh, the samosas. We'll get into those right now. Let's try out the samosa. So on the side, what they gave for the samosa is this green mint chutney. I've seen like a lot of people, because they don't really label things what goes with what. They just kind of put everything into one container. Being Indian, I know what goes with what, but I've watched other people do Indian mukbangs, and they're like, they get like this green chutney and that red chutney, and they start eating it with their what do you call it? Idli, dosa, or like rice and something else, which is totally fine. Like, there's no right or wrong way to eat Indian food, but there's certain things that go with each other. And this green mint chutney, if you can see that, goes with the samosa. So if you ever get a green mint chutney or a red kind of chutney, know that it goes with, if you get samosas or something called vada, things like that, they go with this. So just know that. And these should be stuffed with potatoes and veggies. Let's see. Stuffed with some potatoes. Not sure what else. And this one was good. Like a fried ball, or not ball, but triangular stuffed pastry. Another thing that I had brought up from what my mom has, it usually goes for idli. You probably guys haven't seen this. It's like we call it podi. It's like a powder-based thing. You mix that up with oil, ghee, or whatever. My family, we mix it up with, what is this? Where is it? Sesame oil, right here. And it makes a little bit of a paste. And that paste mixes together and it has this wonderful taste. It's very simple, super simple, but it gives a very, very fragrant flavor. And it goes specifically for idli. You can eat with dosa too. So good though. I just kind of, it's sitting on the side. I didn't see it that I brought it up, so. Otherwise I would have had it with this. It's really sad that I didn't get the ghee roast. One day he'll let me. Someone's gonna let me there, and it's gonna be amazing. It's like it won't even fit the width of the screen. It's just and it's my favorite because it's super flaky and crispy. I can't even describe it. Like, you just have to try it out for yourself. Like, this sounds crispy and stuff, but that is just paper thin, extra crispy, super delicious. Oh, so good. You know what? I kind of want to try this lychee one. I've never had this before. Let's see. There we go. Kind of matches my shirt a little bit. Let's see. I love lychee too. Whoa. That is lychee for sure. It's really good. It's not overpoweringly sweet. I thought it was going to be like super sweet and I'm like, oh, I can't have it or anything. But it's just the perfect amount of sweetness in there. This is the good stuff. So if you ever want to try South Indian cuisine, these are things I would recommend for you. But I feel like with anything, you can't go wrong. These are just like my favorites. Mm-hmm. I think I mentioned this to you guys once before. But since we're on the topic of Indian food, I figured I'd mention it again. I would say the best South Indian food I've had at a restaurant. I'll say at a restaurant. The best South Indian food I've had at a restaurant was in Paris when I went this recently. Like the balance of the dishes. See, like right now, I'm getting full. I'm just getting full, right? Normally, but it just feels also heavy, you know? And there's nothing that's too like, I guess, overwhelmingly like, I don't know, buttery or anything. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it just feels heavy to me. However, when I had that amount of food, like this amount of food at that restaurant over there, oh, I was in heaven. Like I did not feel like I was like eating something super heavy. I was able to walk afterwards. I know that sounds like an exaggeration, but you know what I mean? Like if you have a super heavy food, you're just like, I want to lay down. Obviously you can walk afterwards, but you also just want to kind of crash on a couch or something on the bed or whatever. It was perfectly spiced. You're tasting all the different flavors, different notes of the spices that are in there, not just like one single profile or two. You're getting like 3-4 different flavors coming through on there. Oh, it was beautiful. Presentation was amazing. So good. That is my favorite by far South Indian food that I've had. Now, for North Indian food, this place was literally just a hole in the wall, but sometimes those hole in the wall places are the best, right? So we went into this place in India when I was there with my friends. We were there for some school-related stuff, but we made a little side trip to Bangalore, or also known as Bengaluru. I don't know what they call it now, but we made a side trip there, and it was right next to our hostel that we're staying at, and it's called Punjabi Dhaba. And I tried looking for it again. I was like, where is this place? Where is this place? And there's a bunch of places called Punjabi Dhaba, but this place was like a hole in the wall right next to the hostel, but it was the best, the spiciest also, might I add, but so good. Like, nothing can match that. It's so good. I don't know why that little place was like beyond any other restaurant that we went to, like super classy restaurants. It was way better than those two. But even compared to those like super nice restaurants we went to and ate at, it just didn't compare. Like, this is just like the most classic, authentic, like I don't even know what the right word I'm trying to find, but it's like not down to earth. What is the word I'm trying to say? Like, it's just like, it's like right off. Yeah, I don't know maybe you know what I'm trying to say, maybe not. But what I'm trying to get across is just that it was just so pure, you know? There was no need for flair or anything. Like, there was zero presentation. There was nothing going for it and looks wise. They just were solely there to give you some good food. And that's what I wanted, and that's what we got. It was great. Last of this, I saved it to the end because this is my favorite so far. That was good. Very well worth it meal. I know I have one more left, but I'm going to save that for later. I think I have reached my peak right now. Well, that is it for today. That was Indian food, more specifically South Indian food. And these were my classics that I enjoy for that specific cuisine. If you have any questions, don't like hesitate to leave them down below or DM me or anything. If you want to try out this or any different cuisines, I'm more than happy to help you. And yeah, with that, as always, go down below and smash that thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button. And if you're new to my channel, also go down below and hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it to be notified when we post my next video. And with that, as always, I hope all of you are having a wonderful day and a beautiful week. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace.